Hello and welcome, it's your boy Rahim here. In this video I'm going to share with you 4 questions you need to ask yourself in order to move from where you are to where you want to go. You see, before I start my entrepreneurial journey, I had to go through this process because this process was the process that allowed me to shine a light and understand what am I doing or what could I do to get me to where I wanted to go. So very important you answer these 4 questions, because these 4 questions will blow your mind away and it will actually get you to have a laser focus of what you want to achieve in life. Before we get going, if you like this video or any of my videos, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos, property investment videos, mindset videos, investment videos. You know, literally it would blow your mind away. So literally subscribe to my channel so you can learn a lot more, and don't forget to share it with friends and family so YouTube would push us up the ranking. So what are these 4 questions? You may be wondering, what are these 4 questions that would transform your life and take your life to the next level? So the first question we need to ask ourselves is, do I like the job I'm doing? Is it fulfilling? You may be thinking, come on, this is basic question. I know it is. You may be thinking about another different sort of question. No, you're not, because this question is an important question you need to ask yourself, because there's so many people out there working in a job where they don't fulfill. Right? They're working with people 5 days, in some occasions 6 days a week, and they are not fulfilled. They don't feel happy. They just go in there because obviously they've got something to pay for. Because what the company does, basically, they get you all tied in so many stuff in order for you to stay. But if you look at yourself, if you're in that job, you're not happy, right? You're not feeling fulfilled, right? And you're still stuck to that job. It's about time to think about it in a different way, where you could say, okay, what could I do that would fulfill my life? If you're not honest to yourself, because sometimes it's very hard to admit it, get someone who you always be with, who would have always hear you complain about your job, if it's a job or whatever you're doing, to find out whether they can be honest and give you feedback on it. If not, look at yourself in the mirror. You will not lie to yourself. I promise you that. You will not lie to yourself. Look at yourself. If you're just doing this job in order to be able to pay your bills, I get that. But find a way how you could escape from doing things that doesn't fulfill you, because obviously it will cause you harm mentally, morally, physically, emotionally. It would even ruin your relationship sometimes, because if you're going to work where you're feeling stressed out, you know, you're feeling undervalued and underappreciated, you come back home, you vent all that anger to your loved ones who doesn't even know how you're getting on at work. The second question you need to ask yourself is, are you getting paid what you deserve? You may be asking, why am I saying this? Because there's so many people out there that are undervalued. Literally, they're doing so much work and they're not getting what they deserve to be paid. I was one of those victims, because I'll call them victims basically. I was working for ridiculous long hours, adding so much value into that business and making them revenue. I used to work as a fixed asset accountant. I was literally helping them on their fixed asset, how we can save cost, how we can do X, Y, and Z to get the business to go to the next level. Literally, I was managing 240 sites, adding significant value to the business, but I wasn't getting paid what I deserve. Okay, I wasn't getting paid. I was only getting paid about, I think, about £30,000 or so, which was literally peanut, and it wasn't even enough to kind of maintain my lifestyle. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I get a bonus of maybe £200 or maybe £300. Maybe if I'm lucky, next year I get about 1% pay rise. Okay, that is ridiculous compared to what I'm adding to the business. So I asked myself that question. I realized I was underpaid, undervalued, and as well underappreciated. That was the second question I asked myself. So it's your turn. Ask yourself, are you getting paid what you deserve? You know the actual truth. If you are, you may be thinking, how do I quantify how much I deserve? So look at what you're losing for working in that job, right? If you're losing, if you're losing financially by doing that job, it's about time to think about what you could do to kind of get compensated for what you deserve. You may be thinking, how do I work that out? How you could work that is looking at the opportunity cost, right, of what you could have done instead of doing that. And also to try to value your time as well, because once you value your time, you'll be able to quantify that and then get rewarded handsomely. So if you're getting underpaid and you're not getting the pay you deserve, it's about time to start thinking about what the next logical step may be. Number 3, are you adding value? Are you adding value to what you're doing? You may be thinking, what value am I talking about? I'm talking about when you're working in a job, you're not just doing what they ask you to do, okay? You're going the extraordinary mile, or you're doing the extraordinary to get that value added into the business, so you can benefit that business efficiently, and you're growing the business, right? So I used to do that. I used to literally add significant value to the business, not just working long hours, literally saving costs for the business and improving revenues, improving asset life and all that sort of thing. So I was literally adding significant value to the business, and then I realized I wasn't getting compensated handsomely. Or perhaps you may be adding significant value in another way, but basically it's not been translated in a monetary or financial term, or maybe even positions, because you're working like a donkey but nobody appreciates what you do. Now, you may not be adding value as well. Look at it. If you're not adding value in your job or in whatever you're doing, if the answer is no, maybe you want to find something that you can add value, something that would allow you to use your skills, experience and knowledge, and allow you to tap into your true potential to take yourself into the next level. The fourth question you need to ask yourself: are you making money while you sleep? What do I mean by that? Are you making residual income without actively getting involved? Like, the salary you get is what we call active income. You only get paid when you work. Obviously, if you got ill, they may pay you a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months, and after that they'll just stop it. But if you are getting paid a salary or a wage, that's what we call active income. You only make that money when you work. However, what we call residual or passive income is when you work hard once and then you keep getting the return without you doing anything. An example can be basically investing in properties, okay? You can buy a property, put the investment in, fix it if you needed to fix it, and then you rent it out. Once that process is completed, you don't have to actively get involved to get paid. So meaning you will be making money whilst you sleep, because that property would be generating your income regardless what you are doing. You will be sleeping and getting paid. You may be going on holiday getting paid. Maybe you'll be at work if you love your job and you're getting paid as well. So you need to be thinking about that. Are you making residual income? Because if you're not, if something goes wrong with you, maybe you get hit by a bus, a car, or you fall ill, the company can only pay you for maybe 2 or 3 months, and after that you're on your own. Right, think about what other source of income you need in order to maintain your lifestyle, or in order to have an additional income so you can live the life you've always dreamed of. Very important in order for you to be able to do things like that. So if any of these questions I've just asked here on is no, you know it. You're watching this video. I know you know what the answers to these questions are. If you know these answers are no, it's about time to take your life to the next level. It's about time to strategize wisely to take yourself to where you want to be. Yeah, visualize yourself, see yourself and say, this is what I want to do and this is what I want to be, and then take a strategic, logical step to get you to go and do what you want to do. I'm not asking you to go and quit your job today. I'm not asking you to go and quit your job now or next week, but plan a way you can take your financial situation into your own hands. Because if you're working for someone, you will never be financially free. However, you could be financially secure. You can have security actually, but you won't be financially free, because what would have happened if you're used to that security, getting £1,500 to £2,000 a month? Guess what? You start getting your mortgages and all those expenses. You get tied in. Once you get tied in, then you are on the rat race. You are in the rat race, and you'll be fearful to leave your job because of all the bills you've got to pay, and then it becomes a massive trouble for you. Here's one thing I would like to share with you. If you are working for money, you would work until you die, right? Reverse it, get the money to work for you instead of you working for it. I really hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, don't forget to hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. I look forward to sharing the next video.